Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Our folks. Hey, PF Dennis. Hey, Derek. Hey, Elias. Deanna. Brian and Jack. Hey, Kevin. Hi, Tor and Demlar. How are folks? Hey, Andrew. We are back. Another Tuesday. Hopefully a pretty relaxed Tuesday. We're going to go through some configuration and some more testing and call it good on this. So, hi, Jeff. Hi, Kittrell. Hey, Bill. Yeah. So, only thing I've done between streams is really this. This is a big quality of life change for me to use this machine. Before this, I was holding the hose for every cut. So, hey, Orion. Hey, Stefan. Brent and evening from Texas. So, yeah, I just modeled up a real quick MDF bracket there, and I had some holes in the wall already with permanent anchors in there for a bike rack that used to sit there. So that dictated everything about it, the height and placement and everything. So, hey, Pathetic Puma. Hey, Caldwell and Daniel and Barry. Hey, Joey. Tight Jen. Lord Gitface. So, we are back at, that. Move this around. Derek, thanks for the gift of memberships. So, what I did, the other thing I did between streams is I cut a deck panel. It's not very pretty, but it's going to work. Hey, Cliff. Hey, Nuno. Hey, Mitchell. Dark Third Dimension. It's the most overthought way I've heard to patch a hole in drywall. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Jeff. So this is the test station. This is not complete, and this will not be complete by the end of today. It won't even have side skirts because I didn't get there because I've been so busy working on everything else. But this is a foundation. This is a start. The CAD for this is on my Discord. If you go in the files and stuff channel, the CAD is out there. And I'm hoping if anybody is interested in it, they can build it and add to it. So I'm hoping there will be additional opportunities to test things on it, and I expect that I'll add to it as I need to do that. So, Jeff and Ben and James. So what I did do, the other thing I did off camera, and I did this yesterday, is I decided to cut a deck panel at a Coroplast, and I did it on the Shapeoko. So it's a little rough on the edges. I didn't have settings real well, and this stuff is probably hard to cut without the fraying anyway. This is after being cleaned up. So I do have a little video though of that happening. So I wanted to cut all the way through it and not really scar up my spoil board. So I sandwiched some pink foam in there, and it went pretty good, I think. There's no sound here. I didn't even record with sound. I just set the camera over there and hit record while it was cutting. And it only took a little less than 2 minutes to do. So, hey, Polar Ted, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. We had a new member. We had a new member on Sunday. I don't remember their name, but there's a new club member. What am I using for dust collection? So I bought one of these anti-static hoses off of Amazon, that blue hose there, and it's got some really nice adapters, and it goes right to the Carbide 3D boot that's made for the Shapeoko there. Ooh, from Fiji. Welcome, Ben. And hey, BBs. And then I have a rigid shop vac that I bought at Home Depot years ago. And then that goes into a Dust Deputy Cyclone setup, and it works really well. All of the MDF I've been cutting, there's like zero cleanup. It gets all of the dust. So, doing better, but still figuring things out. Well, welcome back. Yeah, so, and that's it. That was the whole cut. Now, to be honest, I lowered my Z0 point and did it again because that whole setup was not very level and it didn't cut all the way through on the left side. But it is good enough for this. And I didn't feel that this was locked in enough to want to use up some ABS panel for this. So that device is my Shapeoko Pro, if that's what you're talking about. This is a Shapeoko Pro, and I've had that for a good while. We actually, that was the very first thing that I streamed from this garage, is kind of assembling that. So, and now it's turning more and more into a tool that I can just walk up to and run some cam that I've made. So, hey, Thermic Squishy. It's getting to be in a good place for that, and I'm getting more and more comfortable with Fusion 360 cam. I've done all of this in Fusion 360. I made these, which I showed on Sunday for anybody, but for anybody that wasn't here, this is going to be the makings of a filament rack in the other garage. So I designed this and cut out these. They're going to mount to either side of a gap in a cubby in the wall, and I'm going to suspend filament from about this high all the way up to the ceiling. Hey, Dr. Dave. So this, I'm cutting enough of these that I'm ending up with 18 of these little pucks. I don't know what to do with them. It seems a shame to just throw this away. So I'll have to figure out something to do with these. Even if they're just spacers, I can use them as a consistently sized spacer. So, for anybody else that wasn't here Sunday, that's the new workbench that I'm not really happy with, but we're gonna make it work. It's 8 feet wide and 3 feet deep. So it's a big workbench. Are we doing setup and testing the ReCore today? So last stream, last Tuesday, we got this to the point where we were powering on the ReCore and looking at its included configuration. So we're going to power up that included configuration and back it all up just in case. Not that there's anything there that we really need, but we're going to back it up, and then we're going to go through the process to redo it. And then we'll just play around with different things with the test station. I think I'm going to just use a Revo core to hook up to a heater output, and I'm going to change the temperature to like 40 C, and it'll get warm, and that'll be good enough. Saving MDF offcuts is the stuff of clogged workshops. This is true. This is true. Do that piece of wood you don't need until 5 years later. I love it when the tools start becoming tools to use, not not another hobby I need to figure out how to do what I want with them. The whole point of buying that Shapeoko was so I could have a tool for exactly this kind of thing. And it took a long time for that to get to the point where it was a tool. It was not supposed to be a project. And the device itself, the Shapeoko itself wasn't the project. It was the table that I put it on. That turned into the project because I was going to put it here on this. That's not a great view, but whatever. This workbench was supposed to be a spot for the Shapeoko, and it is way too wobbly for that. So I made this, and I'm very proud of that. It is solid. It's actually a torsion box top, and it is not going anywhere. So Dr. Dave has seen it in person. I'm looking forward to seeing the whole process on this board. The whole Wi-Fi setup felt like we really didn't do the board any justice. Agreed. So we will be going from the beginning. We'll see how it goes. We got Elias here in chat to help me from getting stuck completely, and we'll just have fun. Have a stack of old 3/4 ply cabinet doors I saved for my old kitchen, handy when you need a small piece of cabinet plywood. I got a whole stack, and it's huge. It's in my shed. Whole stack of Baltic birch plywood cabinet or drawers that a cabinet shop wasn't able to use. I got all of those for free, so they are taking up a ton of space, but I need to break them down so I can use them for project wood. But it's all Baltic birch stuff. It's really nice. Time to phone a friend who owns a welding setup. That is done, Bill. That is done. I'm going to be taking that up somewhere, and we are going to be just welding it together and welding in some cross braces and just making it a solid table. That's the plan. Exactly. Hey, Bob. Hey, Alvaro. Hey, RJ. So, okay. We need to get this going. We need to power it up. Let me grab a network cable. I still have my little setup here from last stream. So it goes there. Network. The cabinet drawers are stock sizes. You can just build the structure to add them to your wobbly table. They're all weird sizes. It was all a custom, very custom cabinet setup. That's off, okay. On, and we are going to plug it in. So, I can't believe it doesn't have side skirts on it yet. I have been, so to be honest, I have been so busy with things like this and getting this set up that this was sacrificed. So, just the way it is. I am feeling good about where I'm at as far as the space. I can walk around here right now and barely dodge things. I'm feeling way better about where we're going. I'm not too far from moving this setup to that wall, and that's going to be another huge increase in my usability of this space. So. Hey, GJ. Hey, Steven. How are you? Am I going to see you in a few weeks? I'm sure I'm going to see you in a few weeks, right? Okay, let's bring this in. Did I power it up? I did not. Let's power it up. You're not tripping over your stuff. You're doing enough. Yeah, you. Am I going to see you at Murph? That's just a few weeks away. Okay, it's a month away, but it's a month away. Okay, this is ReCore. Loved it when the Fab Shop tossed out dozens of 3mm clear acrylic sneeze guards. I got some 1/4" stuff that my wife grabbed from work or something that I need to find a use for. Daughter's starting to me with harm if I cancel. She wants stickers. I need to order more stickers. Unfortunately, the place I got them from isn't having a sale right now. But hey, Manuel. I was a bad boy today. I signed up for the Bar Z Bash. What's that? What's the Bar Z Bash? Fix to the board seems like a failure. We'll send the board straight to the trash. Not enough time away. Okay. Let's see. So this is the setup. This is the default setup. There's not really a whole lot we really need out of here. We can always save the printer config. We could save, let's not do that. Let's close this. Let's just choose them all and download the package. Save this. YouTuber extravaganza for machinists. Where is that? I don't need another event to go to. Where am I going? I'm going to, oh shoot. That's not supposed to be there. Test station. Let's just save it right here. Rancho Cucamonga. And some blue 1/4" acrylic. I used it from the bottom panel in the Tri-Zero. Nice. So that's saved. We're not. We spent some time just playing around with homing and making the stepper move at a meter per second homing speed. Is it set to Core XY? No, it's Cartesian. Okay, good. See, we set our max velocity to 1,000 and then set our stepper X, so home down here, homing speed to 1,000. I think I can just go here and then we're gonna shut this down. So let's do this. Let's pull this, power this off, put this deck panel on. Just gonna remove this rail altogether. Hey Jack. Suggestion, save default printer config, but add includes for board configs for testing. A duet. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Set up some things that I want to be specific for the test station, like max temps. I want max temps to always be really low so I don't accidentally set a heater that's just sitting here to some high temp. Bye, working on a new tool head with a G2 standalone, and the clipper config does not show a stealth chop setting. Should I comment it out? So just comment out the threshold. Just don't even define it. The default state is to have to be in spread cycle mode. The default config is to be in spread cycle mode. So just don't even define it. Hey Donato, I'm doing well. Hey Tuxedo. Clown Hammer. There are some good examples of conditional includes and clipper macros. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. So I cut this with the idea of I've got a bunch of little spots there for stepper motors to poke through. I still don't have this fully defined. I think I'm going to change this. So I think I'm going to move this, just go down to like 3 steppers altogether. Because really for testing configuration, I don't need 7 steppers. It would be better to use some real estate back here, maybe to mount a hot end type thing or whatever. We'll see. Do not start automatically even though I had the page loaded for some reason. How's everything else doing on the stream? Polymaker filament giveaway, pin, post, and description. Everything else set okay. So the idea is this is going to go on here. Let's just go ahead and move this all together. And let's do that, that, kind of force those to stay up. Let's go there, there. Oh, I'm going to pull these off too, I guess. I was hoping to get away with not pulling these off. X, Y, Z, and E. Yeah, maybe 4. See the same problem often too. Oh. I know we could do all the other things, but really the getting back to the trying to stay with the point of the station is not necessarily to load test stuff, but to show the process for configuration, to show the process to set up a controller. Right? So if I don't run every bit of capability of a machine, it's not a big problem. Oh, that's a little wide. Why is it wide? Probably because it didn't cut all the way through. Oh yeah, that's way wide. It definitely didn't cut all the way through on something. Pathetic Puma, thanks for the gift of memberships. That is, I told it to cut 300 millimeters wide, but this coroplast probably just folded out of the way. So let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Cut a little bit off of. Not gonna look pretty, but I'll do a ABS panel when I feel like I've got it a little more where I want it. I just didn't want to waste the material for something that's gonna get modified. Well, is your frame square? No, I mean, I guess there's no guarantee. I didn't actually measure it for square, but I suspect it's really darn close. I even made this a millimeter smaller than I didn't cut this to exact dimensions. I made it a millimeter smaller than the inside of this. Yeah, it goes on right like that. Okay. Use a clutch on a manual transmission. Speed shift. I got really good at doing that in my Neon. It's all the way up right there. It is, so I need to cut some off of that. I wonder what happened. I'm gonna have to look at the CAD and CAM file for this because it is further off than I would have expected. Leveled the bed. Hey, Viderom. Okay, let's try this again. Closer. Each shifting is fine as long as your synchro rings stay in one piece. This is getting uglier and uglier the more I trim it. It is way further off than I would have expected it to be, though. Squeeze in there. Yeah, that is weird. That is really weird. Time for an ACM panel. Let's take, this is not working well. I'm going to take this and a straight edge and clean up this edge. Got to do it over here, so sorry. Let's see how this does. Ah. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay. If that doesn't fit, then I don't know what to do. Nobody sees any gaps. There's no gaps at all. It's fine. No gaps. See? If panel lines like this are good enough for Tesla, then it's good enough for me. Right? Except more for you than I do Tesla. Let me throw this stuff away. I'm gonna have to go through and look at my model that I based that off of and see where, because that went a lot more wrong than I would have expected. That was a lot more off than I would have expected. There's a lip on the bottom there that holds there. And then since this is 4mm panel, it doesn't quite line up. I spaced everything out for 3mm panels. So let's go ahead and get this back on here. 4 on the floor. My 62 Chevy truck. That was my first vehicle. 62 Chevy, flat 6 was 4 on the floor, but first gear was basically, you drove it at second gear, second, third, and fourth. Hey, sir guy. It's because you said it's finally a tool. I called it a tool, and it, let's go 80mm. Oop. Let's see. Maybe I'm way off on this thing. Let's get an approximation of where we're at. About 480mm that way. I can't really. Yeah, it's right. It's not significantly off, if at all, for the very approximate measurement I could get there. Hey, Viderum from Brazil, welcome. Maybe the issue was between the computer and the CNC. It's very, I mean, that's the most likely answer, right? Okay, so we got power here over to, so ground and 24 volts. That's there. So this gives a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be looking at. Particular layout of where wires are and stuff needs to be adjusted and figured out, but it was kind of cool. So my 62 truck was a farm truck that I ended up with. And when I was cleaning it up, I was unbolting the interior, and there was a 62 half dollar, so a silver half dollar, bolted in or clamped in between the seat and the floorboard. Okay, let's power it on. No, let's not. Let's go to the instructions. Let's go to the instructions and see what we need to do to set this up. Is that all on there? Yep. Okay. Oh, I printed these guys. I had a hard time finding little stepper tops. I was not using the right search terms, I guess. So I just modeled my own. I basically took the V0 encoder knob that I modeled and tweaked it for stepper. So that was to level the seat. I know. Yeah. There we go. There. Hey, Queasy Diver. Look like pinball flappers. I mean, I did this last night. Oh, and the color. Anybody recognize the color? Nobody's going to recognize the color. Nobody's going to recognize that color. What do you think the material is? Let's go material first. Stepper flag? Is it that easy? Because I searched for stepper top. I searched for stepper visualizer. I searched for flag. You see, there wasn't, I mean, 3 results here. Let's go here. Looks like the blue color I used for one of my blasters. It's a little bit of shimmery, a little bit of sparkly. So this, extruder, I did search for that. I didn't find a lot of what I liked. This is ABS. This is ABS. And it's basically not available. So I'm kind of cheating. But this is, what's it called? Starlight Neptune from Ajax. So Ajax gave me a couple of rolls of this. So I need to figure out what build is going to get this color coming up. This is Ajax, had this, I think he spec'd this color. It is Polymaker Starlight Neptune. Not available now, I really want some. Let's see if we can see if it's a different. Come on. There we are. Hard to see. The camera doesn't capture the glow. I know. It really doesn't. I got things now. Ooh, things to play with. Now the idea is, great ideas to put little flags or stoppers on here so we could test end stops, or even maybe put a post where it stops and does a sensorless homing. Let me try indicator. Okay. I got a couple of the last rolls of this, yeah. So I need suggestions, upcoming builds. We'll figure out a build to highlight this color in, because it's a really cool color. Starlight Neptune. Okay, let's look at this. So let's go back to the main page. So we are going to basically sorry. Excuse me. Hey Josh. It's chameleon-like, yeah. We're getting into the point of this test station, is go through the process to set up and configure a controller. So that's what we're gonna do. This has a setup on it. It was preloaded with stuff, and that's what we looked at last week. But the rest of this stream will be going through the rebuild process. Dornfeld is not on the list. Not right now. Not saying it's not cool. It's just not on the list. It's not in the foreseeable future. Okay, I'm gonna sit for this. And we're going to go through. So as far as software is concerned, there are a couple of things. So you see Rebuild is the current Linux OS for ReCore. Refactor is the legacy Linux OS for ReCore. This currently has Refactor on it. It has not quite even the latest version of that. So we're just gonna go to Rebuild. I know a lot of and a lot of confusion around that, but we use Reflash to install Refactor Rebuild. So we're gonna start here with Reflash. And Elias is here and it's gonna catch me if I start falling. Hey, Mike. Hey, Phil. Toggle is a user interface for Octoprint, and we're not gonna use Octoprint. So we're gonna start with Reflash. We're just gonna kind of see how the instructions work. Hopefully if we stumble on any of the instructions, that's feedback. Is there a redo after a flash? Well, did anybody at least chuckle at my resuming? That was an attempt. Was it a noticed attempt? I debated between resuming or returning. Hey, pop away. Okay, let's see if we can get any zoom here. So I was laughing. Good. Might retry. Reflash marks a big change from software switching to boot medium to always booting to Reflash USB drive if the USB drive is present. For older versions of Reflash, older versions, okay. Retry, reboot, retreat. What about replace to put Clipper on instead? This will get Clipper. I mean, yeah. Sounds like we need a reindex to capture all the names with descriptions. Reiterating, re-zero. There we go. Now I've started it. I brought it back. We went into this last stream. Entering FEL mode. The first time you use Reflash 1 and above, you need to boot to Reflash using FEL mode. Hold the FEL button on the board down and press the reset button. You need to have a USB-C cable connected between the USB-C connector on ReCore and the host computer. So we're going to do Windows instructions. And are we going to, let's see. Open device manager and check the device shows up. It might not have a known vendor and product description. You can come up with another one or let me find a USB drive. So first time, okay, so I think we can power this thing on, or get ready to power it on. Yep, connect the USB cable first. Thank you. Let me grab a USB cable. Hopefully this is a quality USB cable. Otherwise we'll be redoing it. Oh, that's that. We'll go with this one. Plug in there. Reconnect the USB. And right there. Hey, it's labeled, see? USB-C. Steve has to do the whole stream without any repine. I'm gonna reconnect that. Okay, so so power it on, and hey Chris, it's told I had free tacos. I don't have free tacos. I need to make some tacos. They have enough stuff to make tacos. Ubuntu just got a Windows subsystem for Linux build, so now peeps can do all the Linux stuff makes from the comfort of their Windows laptop. I do it all the time. Oh, I don't do it from a GUI. Okay, so power this thing on, and then on the board here are some buttons, and nothing came up. So now I think I have to hit the FEL and then hold the FEL button on the board down and press reset button. And press reset. Oh, I heard it. It came up on, oh, and I need to put myself in streamer mode now that has nothing to do with that, but it reminded me. Streamer mode on, engaged. So let me bring up the device manager. And we have, it's probably this unknown device. Should put DuPonts on the motors so they can pretty much connect to any connector. I'll be setting up some sort of connection setup. Windows, open device manager and check the device shows up. It might not have a known vendor and product description. It's an unknown device. That's this guy, probably. Okay, nothing's there. So download the ReCore repository and extract the contents. Oops, sorry, I wasn't showing. Windows sees it. It's right here. But we're gonna go to the next part of this, and let's open that tab. Oh, so this is the whole thing. I think what I'm gonna do instead is, can we get that from, I guess we'll just save this. Let's save this to, let's go here instead. Let's go Recore A7. Save that there. Hey Joe. Hey Maker Viking. New medication for VMs called Hey Bearded Bucket. That's almost done downloading. Let's open it. And let's just copy this here. Saturday, member stream. I'm still hoping to do the SBL, foam dart flinger. I haven't printed a thing on it though. I will see if I can get it done. Otherwise we'll find something else to do. Can't handle a relapse. Hoping I can get it printed. The PET G that I'm going to print it in needed dried. So I took the opportunity to weigh it before I put it in a Polymaker dryer, and it's sitting in there now, and I'll weigh it in the morning and see how much moisture, how much weight it lost over the evening of drying. And I'm getting ready to start an LDO Voron 2.4 board build. Awesome. Ah. See what you did, Elias? Come on. Why is this so slow? Why is this so slow? What are you doing? A bunch of JSON files. You got 173 files remaining. No, I'm talking about the renames. I use the poly dryer for some 3-old nylon, works great. 0 issues printing it, no bubbles or anything. Yeah, so 2 different name brand, good quality PET Gs I've taken out of sealed bags and printed with popping and spurting now. That's for Protopasta and Cookie Cat. I think it's not them, it's PET G. Just PET G in general, I've have to dry before printing with it. Hey, Nogarut. Great big bits, itty bitty wire. How's it going? I remember this time before you were done. Welcome. Were they cardboard spools? The Protopasta is, but the Cookie Cat is not. Moist. So, we'll see. I will try to the same print, the same G code after it's dried for a while, and I imagine it's on the Protopasta stuff. When I was printing the other blasters, it was beautifully smooth once I dried it. Okay, that did that. So now what? Download the sunzfel binary for Windows and extract the contents. So it is in the ReCore master folder. Okay. Open. Open. Copy that to ReCore master, paste. You should retune for that filament. Protopasta feels like cheat mode for aesthetics and printing. Protopasta is so gorgeous. This Cookie Cat stuff is going to be gorgeous too. Hey, 40. Just so much thirsty PET G. Okay. Download and install Zadig. Okay. Oops. Oh well. Using to open a new tab. I speak regularly with a couple of guys who get OEM filament from the same factories as the big guys. Comes down to how fast they backpack the spools. Okay, what does this say? Install Zadig for Windows. Mandatory USB driver. Installing Zadig under Windows using Zadig. Grab your copy from Zadig here before. Okay. USB driver installation made easy. Okay. Really just delays the inevitable. I rarely need to dry much, but PET G and the other more thirsty material eventually needs drying. Yeah. Roll a unicorn ABS from Cookie Cat. No idea on what to build with it. I have a sample of each of those. Well, a roll of each that I bought from Rocky Mountain. I don't know what to build with it either. Heard any updates on the whole Morn Sun thing? No, not at all. There's a Windows application that installs generic USB drivers such as WinUSB, LSUSB to help you access USB devices. Let's download. Three clicks to get into this. Let's Open. Open, open, open. Yes. Do you want to allow Zadig to check for application updates online? Okay. Here we are. So, we have an unknown device. Do I just go with the defaults here? Does it say? Open the command prompt and extracted from the ReCore. I think I need to do this first. So let's install the driver. This is why I use a Mac. So to note, the cookie CAD filament that I opened today was a very good vacuum seal. There was a very prominent hiss when I opened it. Open, open, open. That's exactly what that's coming from. The driver was installed correctly. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so now we have an unknown device with a with a driver. All winner technology. Okay. I say we talk about some water cooling. No. Done. Okay, open a command prompt and navigate to the extracted ReCore folder. Uh-oh. Can I do that easily? I stored it on a network share. I can map it. Here, let's just map it. I can't do it from there. Why not? Let's just... Oh, why can't I do that? Fine, let's just do this. I don't want to deal with it. Let's move it over here. Reset button? Why? What? Maybe Windows 2? Let's just throw this on here. And then... go. E. And re. Does that work? Hey, it does. I didn't know Windows DOS prompt will let you tab complete. Okay. And let's go to the ReCore master. Does LS work? Nope. It's been a long time. Let's close that. We've got this. We can close that. Oops. And then we are going to run... What the hell is this? Prefix. Receives it and gives it the name. Oh, reset? Will it give it the name? Let's see. Reset it. Let's see what happens. Do we, do I need to do the... Okay. What is this thing? Oh, it's still unknown device. I just did the little reset again. Anyway, run the following command from the ReCore. What does prefix mean? Let's see what this says down here. Oh, I see. File rescan. I did. It didn't. Action. Scan for hardware changes. Yeah. The prefix. Let's go here. dot backslash. Why is... the path that the file is located in, but it's in that stupid path there. Oops. Can I just do this? Oh, look at the... There's build switches for some... What? But it's... If I try running this right here, that's not going to work, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's still kind of okay. I don't like the way these instructions are written here. There we go. I don't like the way the instructions are written there. But it did it. But it did it. You should see the SPL and U-boot being transferred and the board should start to boot from the US. Oh, I didn't have a USB drive in here. It didn't tell me to put a USB drive in. It didn't tell me to put a USB drive in, did it? Open the device manager, download and extract the contents. After running the command, you should see the SPL and U-boot being transferred and the board should start to boot from the USB drive. Okay, it's fine. And don't say it should boot from the USB drive if you haven't told me to put it in yet. It's nice when you just hit a copy button and it copies exactly what you need to run in the clipboard. Yes. How you doing, Brian? To download and flash the reflash image. Here's the URL to the image. Okay. Let's go here. Delete. And releases. This is what I want. Reflash. Do we break it or are we breaking it? We haven't broke it yet. And we're going to save this to... Here, let's just throw it on this D drive since we're messing around here. Save it there. We're learning it, yes. And where's the... Okay, I got a thumb drive. So let's plug this in. And do I have Bellina Etcher on here? I do not. You missed it. What did I miss? What did I miss? Need to be reorganized? Good. It's perfect. Download. You missed. What did I miss? Should have one more skirt for my glow-in-the-dark V0 rebuild. Cool. Tools and features, system requirements, how to download. What? I wasn't on the Bellina X. Okay, here we are. Okay. It's too many clicks. Too many clicks. Half the highlight for copy. No, I got it all. It ran. I don't know. Did I really miss something? Because it ran. of a church that was reorganized. We missed beautiful instruments. Glad to have the organ back. Didn't I say open file? Oh, there it is. Flash from file. ReCore. Reflash. And select the target. I'm going to send it to C. No. It must be that one. Select. And please do a refresh on those FEL instructions. I've updated that one a little. Okay. Let's go ahead and flash this. And let's go here and refresh the instructions. So what changed? Let's go Windows. What are we? Did this get updated? What got updated? That's how it showed on my screen. Okay, well, let's go here. Validating. And it's finished. Oh, finishing. Just finishing. There we are. Flash complete. Successful. Close that. Here's what you should do. So we flash that. After flashing the image with at least 4 gigabytes of storage, eject the USB drive properly. Does that mean being careful when you yank it out of the USB port? And insert it in the USB port on the ReCore board. Okay. Inserted. If you want to go back to a reflash from rebuild or refactor, you can do so by having the USB drive inserted during boot. A reboot can be done from main cell fluid or Octoprint. Hey, Sean. Once the board has rebooted from USB, you should be able to access the web interface using this address. So if we go here, is this actually up right now? Can I just power cycle it to reboot it? Is that adequate? What did I miss? Put that in. Now you need to run the FEL mode stuff with the USB drive inserted. The USB drive is inserted. So I did this. Oh, I need to run this again. I need to run this. So I go back here and rerun this. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Oop. USB failed drive. Okay, so let me hit the button. Okay, and I'll try again. It should be back up. There we go. Okay. So now what's it doing? It should start boot from the USB drive. Okay. Is U-boot on the thumb drive or the controller? It's a good question. After flashing, I'm going to go back. Once the board is booted from the USB, you should be able to access the web interface. Let's see what comes up here. Not config. Should something come up here? Or do I need to be probably plugged into? Remember, there's some changes to the one-liner. Oh, there's some changes to it? I reran the same one. There's some changes to this. Darn it. Do I need to run it again? Okay. And put it back in the thing. That's up now. Should show up here as a unknown device. And there's some changes here. So let's recopy this. Oh, new. So where is this? Binary's new. T ReCore Core Master Binary's new. Okay, there is. Did Windows ever name the device? It did not. It has not. So let's go back here. I see. So let's just get rid of all this. And let's recopy this. Like that. Now run it again. Repaste. May need to reboot Windows. Oh, I can't reboot Windows. Unscripted, they don't seem rehearsed. Hey, I've got some activity on the network. Does that mean that I've got something going here? Should I see anything here yet? The copy icon would be really nice for the page. Should see some activity on the LEDs. I am seeing activity on LEDs. I got that one flashing, and that one's on, and that one's flashing, and I've got network activity, but I'm not getting anything at recore.local yet. If you want to go back to reflash, you can do so. Reboot. Once the board has booted from USB, you should be able to access the web interface using this address, and we should get here. But we're not getting here. Oh, there it is. It just took a bit. It just took a bit. Cool. So now, from the web interface, choose which version of Refactor you want to download. There are two types of images, either with Octoprint, Mainsail, or Fluid. Don't think Windows can talk if it's not recognized. Well, we got somewhere. So once the image has been flashed, you can reboot the board and it will be using the Refactor image you chose. So let's do Fluid. So this is rebuild. That's what we want. And we can install, and we are going to use rebuild Fluid. What is the difference here? RC, these are all older. Okay, so the newest one, rebuild Fluid 1.0.0. Finally designed and printed my first practical non-3D printer related part. Nice. Choose, and then we download that. That doesn't do there, so let's download that. You should probably use magic mode. Check the options button. Magic mode. What is magic mode? Ooh, it's magic. Is it okay for this to still be downloading? It's going to take an hour and a half. Is it too late now? What does magic mode do? What does magic mode do? Is there somewhere that I can download this separately, Elias? Can I download this separately? Because magic mode flashes directly from internet to eMMC. Make tacos while I wait. I can. Can you, where do I go to do that? Changes your ISP connection to dial up. So one of the drawbacks to my streaming setup is my internet connection. My internet connection from this computer is 50 meg down. 10 up, 50 down. It's a DSL connection though. It's AT&T Uverse, which means it seems to be much more stable from a streaming point of view than my cable connection that the rest of the house is on. So if I had a link to this and I could get this file separately, then I could download it from another computer and probably get it a whole lot quicker. I have very limited options here where I'm at. Fiber is not available here, unfortunately. I keep checking, but my cable connection is a little better than most. It's gig down and 30 up, but the latency is terrible for streaming. Exactly. As soon as I switch to this AT&T connection, my issues with that pretty much disappeared on stream. So this is going quicker than it said it was going to, but it's still going a little longer than I would have hoped. Which cable is it? Astound. It used to be Wave broadband. $20 down, $5 up. Yeah. That will be one of the requirements whenever I move. Will be, I gotta go somewhere with fiber. Didn't really think about this part of the setup, how long this might take. I'll hit up Pringles this weekend and make you a couple antennas. I would love even that 1 megabit up and down. Yeah. Unhook the magic mode now if you could. There we go. I just asked Comcast have a secret option for multi-gig fiber. So I'm on the secret option of 30 meg up right now. They don't advertise the 30 meg up option on my cable connection. But I am about due for calling them to see where they're at. .7 megabytes per second. Where is this thing? Is it in here? Is it in here somewhere? You have the option now to cancel the download. You could do that, then try the magic mode for a faster download. Will that work? Can I cancel? Oh. I need to bring up this page. Amazing, live in the sticks and have fiber. Yeah. Well, hold on. Okay. I'm holding on. I clicked too fast before. I will clasp my hands and not be click happy. Tether it to your phone. It's going faster than it states, so it may as well wait. Yeah, it's going quite a bit faster. If the slow line is the bottleneck, then just let it run. Well, I could get it on another computer, is a thing, and then copy it over here. I could get it on another computer quickly. Where do I get this? Well, let's try that and see. We won't change anything here, but I'll see how long it takes me to download off another computer. You can do that with the link you posted. Where did you post the link? Where did you post the link? Is it in? Can you DM me the link? Or did you already? If you can DM it to me, I can grab it on the other computer. My little computer here that I use. It's got a, it's a Dell XPS with the little diffuser screen has decided to crack. So now it looks a little wavy, but it's still usable. Needs to be a mod, you put your phone in my pocket. I need to put my phone in my pocket, so be a mod. Well, I'd walk over here to download it, copy it to my server, and then I get access to it over here. Because this computer has two Ethernet cards. One of them I've got hooked up to a port that's specified to be the AT&T connection, and the other one is specified to be the home network. So, and then I set up the priority in the Windows setup. There's the message. Thanks, Elias. The priority is all internet goes off the AT&T and everything else goes through the other connection. Let's see. Twitters. Let's see which one's quicker. Save. Save. 5 minutes left. 4 minutes left. 3 minutes left. I need to use IP over avian carrier. That's saying 34 minutes still. This is 3 minutes left. It's about 25% done. It's a 1 gig file it's downloading. Ish. Video is frozen. What? No, I was just standing still. Two minutes left. About 40% done. It's 1.2 gigabytes is the file. Hey, T-Mods. What do we got? 619. 50% done. This will be done way ahead of this. $31 minutes. I don't want to wait 31 minutes. Where is this? 1 minute left. We're at 0.7 gigabytes downloaded. Okay, you can transfer that file that you downloaded and you can cancel this one. Yeah. I'm gonna cancel this one. And I should, can I choose a file? Choose image to download. Can I pick a local file or Oh, this is rebuild. USB drive. I can copy it to a USB drive. Choose file upload. What's that? That's a log. File upload. File upload. Thank you. Okay. There we go. File upload. This is 90% done. Anyone see the Charlie pin on the Rook at the Rocky Fabrico booth? Yep. Now, unfortunately, I mean, I haven't shipped this yet. So there we go. I have chatted with the winner of this though. So okay, this should be done. It is verifying. It's finishing up it's done. Okay. It is done. Select the file. Projects. I threw it here. So fluid and open. There we go. Do you still have pins? Very few, Troy. I'm down to like 40 pins. I've learned a few things from watching Steve. Also, always looking to learn more though. Awesome. Upload. And then what is this? USB drive. Well, let's go to the instructions. So once the board is booted, you should be able to access this. From the web interface, choose which version. Once the image has been downloaded to the USB drive, you can flash the image to the eMMC. This will take 3 to 4 minutes. So we upload right there. Oh, this is downloading. Is that what that means right there? It's doing something. I don't want to get click happy, so do I wait until this finishes spinning? First time catching a live stream, welcome. No, you need to hit that upload button? Okay. Watched a bunch of VODs, and you really convinced me to build a boron. Awesome. Hard to source in Brazil, yeah. Okay, so that's much better. 9 minutes. We can handle that. 8 minutes. Wasn't there in person, so the videos are all I've seen. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is much better. And look at all this stuff we got plugged into this thing. All the stuff plugged in. Now it says 5 minutes. So we're doing good. No, 6. It's like a giveaway countdown. Speaking of which, we have 35 minutes. Mass tangle a wire. 35 minutes till Polymaker filament giveaway time. Your chances are great this stream. Better than any stream before. Your chances are better than any stream before. We are at almost parity of likes to viewers. That's really good. Back for my sandwich. Don't polar Ted me. Now it says 9 minutes again. What's up with that? Means you need to just lock out the slackers with no 3, 2, 1. We've got more likes than viewers now. You do have a shot. Ah. Yeah, it's more likely to win. Less people watching. We're at over 100 likes, so maybe the viewers count is broken. It might be the USB drive that is a bit slow to receive data. It could be. This is the drive that came with my Prusa Mini. I don't know if anybody caught the name of it in Windows. I replaced that with one of the little stubby ones so it wasn't sticking out the side of the printer. Something about watching paint dry really pulls them in. Yeah. It redacted. I don't know if I have anything. I fixed the black box stuff, so I fixed those pins that weren't sitting as deep as I wanted them to be and rebuilt all of that. I did that after stream yesterday, or Sunday. No, I did it yesterday after work. Leak something secret from Voron while we wait. It's got 13.5 meters of OpenBuilds, or is that right? 13.5 meters? Yeah. OpenBuild slot cover, it's definitely worth the money. Yeah. Did you use my link? Nice. I have to give in to the sandwich myth. Five minutes. What do I have anything to chat about, to go over? Not really. You want to fill every little area with it? Yes. Phoenix? Phoenix is there. I need to do some updates to it. I like Lexar for USB. There will not be a Voron booth in Murph, but I'm going to be there. Hey, Turtle. Ever use 5160s on hardware SPI mode in any of your printers? I don't know. Is our typical setup software SPI? The YouTube layout is dirty. Can't see the like button when chat is up. Yeah, YouTube is kind of screwing things up. You're going to do more printer you're not doing now. When are you going to do more printer I'm not doing now? I don't get it. So now I plan on attending Murph, our first, awesome. The VZ might be SPI. It's good to see the magic mode, and then the download and flashing process takes some 3 to 4 minutes. We should have coordinated this up front. That's okay. So is anybody here going to be at Rapid? Is anybody taking advantage of Joel's coupon code to get a Rapid ticket? Rapid TCT in LA. A handy template for when you're working on one project and can ask about another. There you go. Okay, I get it now. Still to be determined. When does Murph start for the general public? I think you can, isn't it technically still Friday? It's the 22nd and 23rd for sure is Murph. The printer that shall remain nameless at the back of the room. Have any of you gone down the rabbit hole of baby reindeer? I don't know what that is. I'd love to go Rapid, not in the cards though. I'm going to Friday as setup. I am going to be flying from Chicago to LA on Monday, on that Monday, the 25th or 24th. And then attending Rapid and then flying back up here later that week. Rapid hotels are ridiculous. Downtown LA, it's ouch. Three minutes. So OpenSauce, Murph, and Rapid, all in June. I think you're supposed to get your boss to pay for Rapid. Me. My house wasn't full of boxes that offer you the couch. That's okay. It at least gets, I'll be able to hang out. But one way or another, we need to get some tacos while I'm down there. Oh, Barzy Bash is the same weekend? Takes so long to get anywhere around LA, it's hard to justify trying to find something further out. Yeah. That is mandatory, yes. Joel had a code for a free ticket to Rapid. Yep. Yep. It was what? 3D or 3D Printing Nerd or something? If you could only attend one show, which would be the better choice? Of those three? Oh, that's so hard. Because if I had to choose one of those three to go to this year, it'd be a tough choice between Rapid and OpenSauce. Sorry, Murph. But that'd be the tough choice. But I'm gonna do them all. So Laura walked in just as you said tacos and now has demanded taco hat. I don't know where taco hat is. It's missing. The watch count is rising rapidly. We got 3 minutes. Well, it starts rising about now because of the giveaway time. How are we doing on entries? Oh yeah, you guys have got some of the best chances today. It's okay, we're used to it. We have a booth at OpenSauce. And a big reason for that is it's driving distance. So we will have a Phoenix there. And so Max is bringing a Phoenix and I'm bringing the rest of the stable. How can we mention tacos without thinking of the taco hat? Busy season, yeah. So then there's a little break, and then there's the September, October shows. So Orange County Maker Faire in September, middle of September, then 3D Printopia in late September. Then there's a little event going on in Reno in early October, and then Mare Island Maker Faire in mid-October. Let me replace this hard drive with an SSD. Use the Phoenix to heat up soft taco shells. Hey, Muzen. Reno sounded great, but the hotel was pricey. Reno. We're on Taco Maker when? Do it. Is there a website that lists all the times and dates for events? I don't know. That's a good question. Formnext I'm hoping to go to. And it's spaced just wrong to be able to do Formnext and Smurf in one trip. It doesn't work. It's too much time off. We have a Maker Faire at home. Hotels are pricey in general. Yeah, they are. So we're gonna do a vacation in Europe in November that will end with Formnext probably, and then I'll probably solo it to Smurf and make that a shorter trip. So, too much time off, aren't you the boss? That's a long time. That would be like a 3.5 week minimum vacation, and it would span Thanksgiving for here. So 1 minute left. Work remotely. They don't actually. That's a rule. We can't work from out of state. Can't telework from out of state. Not allowed. Do you know how far out the Phoenix is? I do not. I do not. I need to, like I said, I need to do some updates to it. It's a slow USB drive. Is it? Is that what this is? It is really just the one that came with my... if I would have realized that I needed something fast, and I should have, it's my fault. I would have grabbed something different. Swap and celebrate the Canadian Thanksgiving. Honestly, that's the least of the concern. I don't mind being gone for Thanksgiving. It's just that much time is a long time. Manager works from a lake house in New York. I go to the office every day. I'm not a telework. I telework as little as I can get away with. But I work like 3 miles from here, 4 miles from here. USB SSD on 5 gigabit USB connection needed. One more. A delay is relatable. I just started a remote job, and they told me I want to work from anywhere in the world if I can. That's nice. It will take long to write to MMC. Jeez. Your commute. My commute is not bad at all. Wow. I apologize, folks. I did not realize this would be dependent on the USB drive I chose. I should have realized. So what's the fastest USB drive I can get right now for a regular USB drive? NVMe USB 4 drives. Well, it's got, I mean, we're still limited by the ports on the device here. But it should not take that long. Could you check the log? Yeah, I can check the log. Starting upload. A local office here, work for home for 10 years. Do you see anything there in the log that we need to be concerned about? NAND flashes is slow, so those technologies, multiple channels in the USB drive make them faster. No, it looks fine. It's just really slow. I am copying it directly off a NAS onto here, so I'm not doing it any favors. You have full USB 3 rated drive, it should. Yeah, 40. Yeah, it is. It seems like it has stalled out, huh? What has stalled out? Why? It does say 0 megabytes per second. What can I do? It has stalled out. Why is it stalled out right here at the end? Is that out of the question at this point? No, it's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. Let me be right back. Could be the NAS slowing you down if it uses old disk drives. No, I've got all newer 14 or whatever terabyte drives in there. See you, Chris. Okay, I'm gonna let this go for a minute. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see if I can find a new drive. Okay, a known USB 3 drive. So I guess we can cancel this. Now I'm gonna need to run that whole process again on this. So can I just unplug this and plug it in, I guess? Do this. Plug that guy in and then restart it. And then go back here and rerun this. Okay. And then it should reboot, right? And we should, because this won't be correct. We got to wait a minute. Let it do its thing. Let it boot. Watching for 1 hour, was cleaning out my laptop, couldn't type on mobile. Welcome, Daniel. I think you missed some steps there. What did I miss? I hit the fell and then reset, and then I ran the thing again, and it ran here, right? Is that all the things? PF Dennis, thanks for the gifted memberships. You need to reflash to the new USB drive. Is that what I did here? Is that what this is? Oh. Yes. I need to reflash. You're right. You're right. I did. I was trying to skip. Let's do that. and then guess I need to start that again. Where did that save? Downloads. Or is it over here in downloads? Balena Etcher portable. Let's open that. The Balena stuff. Yep, my bad. Flash from file, reflash, open, select the target, that one, select, and flash. Yes. Resilient against getting bricked. This is true. Flashing. Validating, finishing. Be sure to properly remove the USB drive. It's an itty bitty thing. Okay. Plug it back in here. And then run this. Oh, put it back into the mode. Give it a second. Then run this. Now it should reboot, right? Or did I miss something else because I'm trying to go too fast? Good about it now. Less likely to have incomplete file system state when you yank it. It doesn't cache anymore. The default state for Windows is not to cache the USB drives or whatever that the correct term is. So safely remove is no longer a thing. Yeah, it's looking. Let's reload. It took a little bit before. The LEDs are flashing. Activity lights on the network. We've got similar stuff to last time. We just have to be patient. I still find myself nervous about yanking them though. There we are. Okay, so now we're going to choose file upload. And we're going to select the file to upload. We check that and say open and upload. Let's see what this does. Now I am still copying it off my NAS, but that shouldn't be. Synced writes, which waits for the device to say I wrote it. Will this finish before giveaway time? You've seen the door on Veltone. Would you build one? I have seen it. I am undecided on if I would build one or not. It's a moot point right now because I don't have time in the schedule. Cache can fail to make it to the real media if one jerk out the device in the middle of a write. Oh yeah, I never unplug it when it's in the middle of writing something. This is a verbatim, theoretically USB 3, but it's an itty bitty guy. This is the one I use in my Prusa Mini. I tried the one that I took out of the Prusa Mini. Now we're trying the one I put in the Prusa Mini. Would you even consider posting your build schedule on Discord? I'd love to see what's down the line. Sure. The things that are coming up, so just in no particular order, we're going to finish the black box. So I guess that is the order because that's the first thing we're doing. But after that, positron, the double T 9mm Trident stuff, that'll be a Tuesday stream, maybe starting next week. Oh, now it's bouncing back to 0. Solid fork rebuild. What else? Still hoping for a rat rig. We'll see if that materializes. There's a whole lot more on the list, and I don't know why I'm not thinking of it. Always go back to tape. That blue used on the flags should be positron. Could be, yeah. Tribent. Tribent is one. No particular order after BC. You could have a community vote as to what we'd like to see next. That's true. Just what I listed there takes me into the fall. Is you have to realize that these are like a 5 or 6 or a 6 stream build series is a month and a half. So 2 of those takes us right into August, September. In Tuesday streams, I'm hoping to move towards little single stream things where it's not as critical if I have to skip a Tuesday or whatever. We're doing Trident on the 9mm Trident stuff because I want to do it, and I've got Black Box and Positron, and I want to do Salad Fork on a Sunday stream. So, like 1-day builds, yeah. This is way better than before. We got 3 or 7 minutes until Polymaker giveaway time. What are we doing? We are at 100. We have more likes than people, so I'm happy. The smallest possible, Joshua. So 300. That's the smallest one they make now. Oh, it's looking in the fall, you'll still be flashing this board. Why the Solid Fork rebuild? Because there's been a revision, a new revision. By the time I'm there, Micron will probably have a revision too that I'll want to cover. Okay, it did it. Choose image to install to the eMMC. Is there anything here? We're going to install. All the other things are right. Should I change this to magic mode, or does that not matter now? Magic mode not matter now? You still here, Elias? Just press install. You're done. I just want this over. Now it's copy into eMMC. What was the, can you say again? I don't remember what you said about magic mode. That was going to do what if I had done it right? Was it supposed to download directly to the eMMC? Nasty weather in the Midwest? Well, hopefully everything's good. I'm doing the R1 beta build in the Micron right now, and I like it other than not knowing what screw to use, but I can figure it out, yeah. I've got a lot of R1 beta parts printed out, but they're probably not the latest R1 beta parts. Downloads directly from the internet to eMMC, okay. Got 4 minutes here, and it's saying 3 minutes left on the copy. Which is gonna be done first? Oh, multiple vortex tornado. So if you have a slow USB drive, magic mode should help with that. Okay. I've seen a lot of people mix R1 with the old parts. It's been interesting to see its development. But if you have a slow internet line, all bets are off, yes. Shouldn't be magic mode. It should really, you really want this mode. Yeah, I think there are ways. I was talking to Jared because he and I have kind of basically set up this network. But I think there are other setups we can do to where just YouTube is over the AT&T connection, and I could get faster downloads from the general internet stuff here. But I haven't wanted to rock the boat on the setup. Might as well prime the giveaway. It'll take you the rest of the install timer just to count your 3 seconds. I got 2 more minutes until I can prime it. We're getting there. I got 1 minute left on this. This is gonna finish. This is gonna beat it. Almost like a split tunnel, yeah. Something I need to do. I need to run a network cable over to this wall. So that's gonna be fun. I got a spool of Cat6 so I can do the network stuff I've been wanting to do. Run a cable to the shed and run this. If we start the 3 seconds now, we might get to it on time. That defeats the point. Hey, we hit over 100 people. You can change it, one uploads and another connection downloads. Would that work? Or would I be introducing a lot of potential for it screwing up? No playing chicken with Steve today. Close it on time today, throw everyone for a loop. One day. Here we go. Please remove the USB drive before rebooting. Removed. Reboot now. And we have 1 minute left till giveaway. What's a good brand for ABS glass fiber? So this Soraya Tech seems to be working pretty well on the black box. 3DO has some ASA glass fiber that has, what did I print with that? We printed stuff with that. Oh, the Rook. Fadus. I think any of them are pretty good. Yeah. Torrent only works because a bunch of parallel connects overcomes much of the Windows overhead of the TC. So what are we, it's probably building, initializing things. We are at giveaway time, so I'll start the countdown. 3. Any activities? Oh yeah, all the activities. All the activities. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, that's as zoomed in as we get. Stop. I haven't even been looking at the entries. There we go. So yeah, there's one right there. So 3. Oh, new image ready. Here, it says new image ready. Reload. What is that? We've had a couple new ones, so F5. Refresh. Hey, there we go, fluid. It says fluid, it worked. Come for the nerd stuff, stay for the chat. For even more education on nerd stuff. Awesome. Switch mine to G2Z, but otherwise I'm happy. I was gonna do G2Z on my Micron. You can close the drawer, you give them enough time. This is true. And we're only one more. So 3, 2, 1. And he changed color. Oh, there's one. 3, 2, 3, 2. Oh, where's the mouse? There it is. 3, 2, 1. Half. Point 1. Done. Okay. Let's go here and wheel of names. Oh, I lost my, where is it? Open. Here we go. There. And create the file. Now we have 150 entries-ish. Hey, it's Tor was first. And Joey, you got in at the last second. Good job. Let's get rid of, that go away? I can't get rid of the ad. Oh well, that's everybody. Must be a bird on there. No burrito breaks. No burrito breaks. Must have been close to last. Yes, you were second to last. You were second to last. Toho's was third. Buddha was fourth. Derek was fifth. Nuno was sixth. I know all the names in the last. Okay, let's do a number. Let's do a number between 1 and 7. 1 and 7. We've got the Recore A7 here today. Number between 1 and 7. 10 is not between 1 and 7. One and 7. First and last. Never. Did I really enter? I don't know. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3, and spin. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Sissy Kid. Sissy Kid, are you here? Congratulations. You have 2 minutes to say something in chat. If I remember, I will send you a video. I inadvertently made my own spinning Charlie wheel. Congratulations. Are you here? You must say something in chat. Tag me if you can. But we'll see ya if you are. Are they taggable? Congratulations. Conditional congrats. Evening, everyone. Hey, projects. There you are. Congratulations. I am actually caught up because I sent the email for Sundays, but there's no guarantees that this won't go out before next Tuesday. So, redo. There's that. Congrats. The only whole number between 1 and 7 is 6 because there's a hole in it. Do you know there's a company called California Filament located in Inglewood? Random Googling showed it to me. It looks like they only make PET G. Okay, congratulations. We have a fluid install that, let's reboot. Reload. Reload. Any problems with their stuff? See, I maintain a record of never winning your stream. One day. Control refresh. There we are. Control refresh did it. Awesome. It's already pre-configured. So, Sissy Kid, if you are in the US or Canada, you get a coupon to the US or Canada Polymaker store. If you're outside, then there's a list of filament you get to choose for a roll to be sent to you. So, this is pre-configured. That's nice. Let's go to settings. Let's go to software updates. Whew. Let's check for updates. Yeah, Control F5. I'm gonna let that run, but is there anything else we want to do here? Access and access recore.local from the web interface. Choose which refactor. Known issues. In a safe place or keep it mounted in the printer. If you want to upgrade to a later version or refactor, the same image can be used again. Okay, so that was it with those instructions. Cool. Let's go here. Now, are we able to, can I just do updates here and it'll be fine? Elias, are all the updates okay to just do? What do you mean that nice Mr. I like to do things myself? Chromium cache me, where we're going, we don't need a cache. Reiterate. So I want to check, so let's look at, we've got software updates, let's look at system. So we've got ReCore, I'm not really done here. The MCU has refactor on it. Is that, that's it needs to be reflashed, right? But you should be okay to update all? Okay. So let's update all. Update all, and then I think we want to reflash the MCU, right? I'm out of the loop a bit. What is the main advantage of a ReCore board? It is a integrated SBC board with, I mean, it's a controller board. I don't know what the definite advantage is, but it's another option. It's another integrated controller. It's quality. A lot of time has been spent by Elias here. The STM32 gets reflashed automatically in the AR100 as well. If we go to the system, is this normal then for this to show refactor? Because that's the version we were on with refactor before. What I wanted to do is go over here, and I think there were, if we go here, rebuild, there was some information here, right? On where was that? The AR100 firmware. The AR100 CPU needs a binary file that is loaded on startup by the system file. Yes, I see that. I'm not really sure why that is showing up. It should be the Clipper version showing up there. Okay. The AR100 binary file comes precompiled in refactor, so most users should not have to recompile it. For experiments, the AR100 binary can be recompiled on ReCore or on a host computer. This will produce a file located in, it should be moved to opt firmware. The Clipper service can be restarted, which then loads the new AR100 binary. The board runs on a BeagleBone MCU, which also has 2 built-in real-time processors. Thank you. I've been explained that a few times, but it hasn't stuck. The firmware for the STM32 that's responsible for the ADC conversions in PWM for heaters and fans comes pre-installed. It can be recreated on the board using the Clipper build system. There should not be necessary to do anything else with the firmware now. Okay. So we're good, but is this something that we need to worry about or figure out? I mean, it's working. Oh, and we're on Bookworm. I mean, we can go here and we've got things. Remove the giveaway link. Thank you. Unpin the mess. There shouldn't. Okay. So what I want to do, I guess, is I need to look at that, but Clipper seems happy. It does seem happy. So let's shut this down. Host, shut down, yes. And let's hook up some stuff. Let's hook up some stuff. Not gonna hook up a lot. We're kind of running out of time, but we saw a lot of stuff last week. We spun the stepper. We're gonna try the homing thing because we might as well make my little thing here spin. So let's power this off, and this can get disconnected. Could you use Clipper PID to control a pellet smoker? I don't know. Does this board have HDMI? It does. It's right there. It says HDMI. Okay, so this was upside down into S0. This is where that worked last time. We're just using that because it's the right spacing. I can't really reach any of the others, but that's okay. We'll make X spin. What I did want to do is run a heater and thermistor. So I'm going to create a real quick adapter harness to plug a heater in, and we'll just go into H0 and thermistor. So the thermistor may just plug in, but H0. So we'll at least get a heater going, and we'll make it spin the stepper again. So all I need is this, and we can make this. we can make a few people cringe probably. Here, should I make a few people cringe? I don't know if that's nice. It might not be nice. Let's avoid the cringe. Let's grab some 20 gauge wire. Here, and one of these. This will be something that'll kind of stick with this. I mean, extra snap-on barbecue so overkill is necessary. If it's a snap-on barbecue, what's it relabeled from? Go. those. And crimper. Let's avoid the cringe me. No. To avoid the cringe. Well, my cringe moment was I was going to take some of those little test leads and stick them in the end here, and then stick them into the into here and run the heater off of that. But I think I'm going to avoid the extra thumbs down on the video. Avoid an extra thumbs down on the video. That's probably the smart choice, right? Would someone really thumbs down for that? Well, there's somebody. There's consistently one. Consistently one. Sometimes more. Sometimes zero. More cringy than the PSU modbot was working on last week. That's what I heard. I had to leave before I could see much of that, but... Okay, this guy goes in here. Oops, wrong way, wrong way. There we go. And then... just crimp it onto here. If you don't upset someone, you're not doing a good job. The extra thumbs down, I can't even figure out what, yeah. Saw the Silly Bugs Alchemist Blaster. I've seen that one. Is that the one that's supposed to be really smooth or something? Is that the whole idea with it, is it's got a really smooth bolt action or pump action? If it's sometimes zero, then it's not consistently I'm disliking. Okay, heater zero there. And we can plug in the heater side of this. And then we're gonna go and look up the A7, and we're gonna look at the pinout for a thermistor. So the middle pin, and then the ground is the pin to the side. So we're gonna go right there. Yep. Well, the Pi is a clipper host, and RP2040 module is MCU. Is the same mode as a printer without motors. If you wanted, you could control openings with a motor. Haven't you built the Alchemist, or was that a planned in the future build? I haven't built the Alchemist. I've built the slab, what was the bolt action one? What was that called? The Cynthia. And then I built a Talon Claw. SBL is what's coming up. Okay, now we can go over here and we can go in here. Let's reconnect. Oh, I need to power it on. Everything good? Yeah, let's power it on. Oh no. Oh, interesting. I don't recall ever hitting dislike. I would just not watch if I don't like. The slab is probably my favorite, honestly. But I need to fix. I've never fixed the Cynthia Because remember, I actually ran out of filament on a part there. It didn't finish. And I didn't realize it until it was too late, but it still shot fine. I want to see if it'll shoot better with it fixed. Printer is not ready. There we go. Now let's go into the configuration, and I want to change the max velocity to 1,000, because if we're gonna do it, we need to make it spin fast. I don't know if does this have an effect on homing speed? And then down here on stepper X, our homing speed instead of 2 is going to be 1,000. And then let's save and restart. I was just suggesting how it could drive a pellet. Oh, okay, I see. And then we go to here. We are getting a, oh, I plugged it into the heated bed plug. We're getting a temperature here. I plugged the thermos. Oh, I plugged the thermistor into the heated bed thermistor. This is okay to hot swap. We're gonna unplug it there and plug it into the, there we go. And we should, there we go. Now we have a temperature in the, you can't see it, but I'm getting a reading on extruder. So I'm just gonna set the temperature to, let's say 30. Before I do that, what I did wanna do, or what I would do, is go down to extruder and set this max temp to like 50. Just so I don't accidentally hit something that's gonna burn me. 50 isn't gonna burn anything. See ya, pathetic puma. You finally tried the Pueblo Red? It is delicious, isn't it? Oh, are there a couple? That was E1, not E0. I didn't pay attention. I didn't realize there would be multiple extruders in here. I'll change it on all of them. Because honestly, if I leave this, save and restart. Now I'm going to go to use this in a printer, and I'm going to wonder why it doesn't heat up. So now if I set this to say 30, and it's doing power things. It's saying it's 48% power. It's heating up. I probably need to go more than 30 to feel it. Let's go 40. Interesting. So we need to double check things. I'm not showing it here, but it's not actually, we should hit a thermal error here in a second. Yep, there we go. Because it wasn't actually heating up. So let's see why. Let's see why. I was reading. Let's see why. Used to get a thumb down on me whenever YouTube recommended one of their videos. That's because I find it toxic. I got the mild 4-pack. I haven't tried the other 3 flavors yet. So we have an error there. So why? So let's go and actually look at what I'm trying to do here. So I'm getting a temperature reading on T0. So let's go to the configuration, and in printer config for extruder 0, the sensor pin is PA0. So let's go back here, and we've got PA0 is T0, and that's what we're plugged into. We're plugged into the 2 pins there. And then H0 is PA8. So the heater output I'm plugged into is PA8. So let's go over here. and PA8. So why am I not getting a heater output? Oh, I think I know why. You can't see that, but I don't think this is actually, it didn't click. Yeah. Now let's unplug this. The connector didn't stay plugged in. And I think the housing that I'm using here might, yep, the housing is broken. It's not, the terminal isn't clicking in. So I'm going to push those in. So I think I have a bad connection here is what's going on. So let's try that and see if it'll work. This is new with Clipper that you need to run a PID before. I should have gone for the test leads, yep. Okay, let's close this. Let's firmware restart. And go back here and let's just set another 40 C temperature and let's see if it actually increases. Yep, there it goes. So now it's actually warming up. I didn't have a connection here, so it was nothing to do with the setup or the board. It was the connection there. So heater's off. So some sort of setup here. We'll probably set it up to where we can get a little something out of it. Now we're gonna home X. Are we ready? We're gonna home X. Are we ready? There's some level of eye protection. And skip steps. Oh, that time it did it. That's still fun. The spicy homing, now do it on a moron. Yeah, it's not, it skipped those first ones, but no trigger on X after full movement. Okay. This has been fun. Like I said, this test station is not complete, but we're able to do stuff. We were able to get a board powered, run through its configuration. Can you make it think the printer is bigger? Oh, good call. Good call. Good call. Let's do that. Position max. 20,000. Is that possible? We should get like 20 seconds worth of spinning. Does that board support sensorless homing? Does it? I'll talk to Joe about that USB drive. You should. Okay. Are we ready? We are at 20,000 X. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Loud. Is it gonna stop? E-stop. Stepper not happy. What can we do here? It needs end stop poles for homing. Make a storage box on the frame so you can store. I thought about that, Nappin. That did occur to me, that some sort of storage for this. You can set up sensorless homing and use your finger to stop it. I think that's a little beyond the scope of what we're going to try to do today. Let's see if we can bump the current on this stepper X. Let's go this. Let's just go to 1. We're not putting any load on it. Stealth chop threshold. Oh, we don't want stealth chop either. Let's comment that out. No stealth chop. Save and restart. Okay, now let's see if we can get a full. Oop. Steppers are stronger than you might expect. You need to put 9999 to the, no, it disables it if you don't define it. The default behavior for the stepper configuration, if you don't define stealth chop threshold, then you're in spread cycle mode. Okay, we're ready. It doesn't like it. You get 10 chances doing that. Okay. Let's see. This is the most fun thing we could do, right? Run current is high, but let's reduce that max excel. Let's cut it in half and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Home X. Nope. At what point can we make this actually do the thing? Let's go down. Is it an acceleration thing or is it just a speed thing? Because we could get it to move. Or is it just not hitting that? So let's try 800, because that's still going to be pretty fast. Let's see what happens. I think it's too high for it, yeah. I think we weren't hitting it on those short moves. We weren't moving far enough to accelerate to a meter per second before it hit the end of travel. So let's see what happens here. Well, it's a different tone, but that's still too much. What is the, let's go in here. What is, we're a rotation distance of 40. That shouldn't really matter, right? We could do full steps. Or if you don't define here, let's look at this. Let's go to clipper3d.org and go to documentation. I'm going to search for stepper. Oh, come on. Really? I don't like the, really want stepper Z1. Where do we get stepper? Here, let's just search this way. There we are. Okay, stepper. So if we do not, so microsteps, the number of microsteps, this parameter must be provided. So we could set that to 1. And just for reference, if we go to, let's go to TMC 2209, just for the reference. Stealth chop threshold. See the TMC 2208. Okay. Stealth chop threshold. The default is 0, which disables stealth chop mode. So if you just don't define it, the default is 0, which disables stealth chop mode. There are links to documentation in the editor and Fluid. That's right. I keep forgetting that. Not defining stealth drop disables it according to the docs. Yep. So you can often look at what is the default if you don't define something. And it might not be something that you want it to be set to, so you need to define it. Let's do something. I want to, full micro step, and let's bump down to 500 millimeters per second and see what happens. Close that here and home X. There we go. Woo. Is that coming through the noise? It's a fan now, yes. Oh, once it skips, it's done. Once it skips, it's done. Awesome. Here, let's go to this view. So we get a little view here of the test station as we go. Flying test bench. Yeah, we need to put the quadcopter motors on each corner, right? And make it spin at speed that matches the camera sensors. Ooh. That would be interesting. Okay. Thank you, Elias. This was fun. If I ever come up with a build that this is appropriate for, we'll play around with it some more. This is exactly what I wanted this station to be for. And I want it to be more than this. I envisioned way more than this. But this is the start of that. So what I want to do in between now is finish the skirts, and then start thinking of ways to tweak the capabilities, testing capabilities, keeping in mind that the scope is not to load test controllers. The scope is to test functionality and the setup process. So, did you see the little build that Chris posted? He had end stop setup to get hit by those little stepper flags. I did. And something like that would be perfect. Or maybe something that could be a module that clips on or snaps on with maybe some magnets. Could even snap to the magnets on that hold the stepper on. And then just make this the right size so it doesn't interfere. So that maybe different types of homing things could be done. Or if I decide that I really don't need 7 steppers here, maybe we go to NEMA 14s and set up a little motion system here. Maybe a little Core XY setup in half of this, and then do something else over here. So next you need a printer without controllers. These are nice, yes. Very nice especially when I can do a bag of these for the conventions. Doesn't take up a lot of space. As I say, it was fun, also exhausting doing a live stream. It is. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. It is always really, really, I'm really thankful when folks that are involved in a project, especially the owner of a project, can come on and be able to interact and chat. It's a huge, huge benefit. A lot of fun. This machine is a test station, Dr. Gavani. So it's intended so I can look at and show off different controllers without having to put it into a build. I only have so many printers, so many builds that go on. And like in this case, this had to be delayed a very long time because I didn't have a printer to put it into. So yeah. Just borrow the Sub-Zero gantry, yeah. Along with its little heater bed. Put the little Sub-Zero heater bed on here and everything. Servo to jam into the pointer. Lots. Oh yeah, could do that too. Lots of options, lots of things, lots of ways that this can be changed. But we will be back on Saturday with something for the members stream. I'm hoping it's an SBL blaster build, but if I can't get enough parts printed in time, then we will do a something. I don't know what yet. Elias, we also got a lot of good feedback. I'll take that back to the other developers. They are asleep now, and I that is awesome. That is a big goal for me doing stuff like that. Is if I can provide feedback that can be valuable, then that's really makes me happy. So Sunday we will be on the black box build. So we'll be installing. Well, we'll be aligning the tool heads and then installing the electronics. We won't get to wiring yet because I don't have wiring yet. But we'll get a good ways on it. So thanks again, everyone. Thanks for the new members, gifted memberships. Thanks Polymaker for letting me give away a roll of filament. Thanks for Elias for providing this controller to check out. And hope you have a good rest of your weeks. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the build.